So the work continues, just cleaning everything and chucking it back on. Or anything that's good, like the seats, rather than have them separate to the car, I'm just going to put them back in. And check out that wicked pattern. This is a GL model, so I don't know if that got the fancier pattern, a bit like the Mazdas and the embossing. But, you know, they're all stuffed, but you got to appreciate that that's untouched, you know. Like, the seats themselves are in good shape. The backs aren't adjustable at all, they're fixed. And when you sit in it, this is kind of against your shoulders, so it looks cool down. And they look cool how they're back like that. I reckon they're just perfect. I reckon, like, they just suit the car. They're the right seats for it. When you sit in here, sit quite low. It's comfortable. There's plenty of room. So here's the rest of the nuts for the seats for underneath. I just put the ones in the front here, and I've pulled all the appropriate bungs out of the floor so it drains. Like that one there's higher than that one, and these ones here are the rails there, so you don't want any water and muck going in there. And I haven't sprayed the car with anything. Well, I don't know if we're going to wire wheel it and paint it or just fish-line it, but I think even just getting the wet carpet out of it, we're going to slow it all down. At least it's airing now, and it can, you know, it'll get wet and drain off. It'll still rust, just won't be as bad as it was. Yeah, and I made the decision to pull the headliner because it was just full of rust, you know. In these sides here, I blew all the rust out with air and then ended up pressure cleaning it and then blowing it with air again. And just little things like the parcel shelf. I pulled the trim off, and this is how they are original, you know, like with the little clips, and that's supposed to be flat, like it's curled up a bit. But you know, I just put that back there, that's where it is. And I'll clean the back seat up and put it back and just leave all the seat belts in. You know, I think that's a good stage to just look at it and see what you got. And if we want to re-shell it, use a better shell. It's straightforward, you know where your parts are. Or if we want to use a shell as a donor for this, you know, if you really love this car and you want to make this car go again, which is what I'd do, I think. I won't worry too much about the aesthetics for now, just make it run, and then even if we make it run and you re-shell it, at least you can just yank everything out and put it straight in the other car. I mean, it's all there, it's no mysteries. It's like practice, you know. Just put all the things back in it. Gonna hang the doors back on. You know, whack the tail lights in it. You know, stuff that's junk like the exhaust, I'll just take it off, and it's a good pattern to make another one from. Bang the headlights in it and stuff, you know, figure out what's there. And then I can move on to something else, to a similar sort of thing, just with a bit more porta powering. I'm keen. See the hubcaps, they came from the tip Glenn found them up at Seabird Tip. And yeah, I want to get on this one too. This will be a fun one. Because I'm not going to bother with too much of anything other than make it run, which is what I like. Yeah, I might clean that up a bit. That's about it. It's such a good little car. It's so funny to sit in. Just, yeah. Love it. Datsun's forever. There's my RX3 diff. So yeah, work continues. Clean this thing up and possibly lower it a bit, because look how tall it is. Oh my god, it's so tall, and it's got the motor in it. Look at it, it's like fully maxed out on the up. I don't know why, it always had a motor in it. I mean, it had a lot of stuff in the boot, so the boot was weighed down. Maybe that's why. Yeah, Datsun.